All right, buckle up, because today we're diving headfirst into the world of AI art. But, and this is a big but, forget those AI image generators everyone and their grandma's talking about. This is different, way different.
Yeah, we're going way past the whole, oh, look, the AI painted a cat riding a unicorn phase.
This is about AI flexing its creative muscles in ways we never thought possible. And you know how I get jazzed about AI pushing boundaries, right?
You practically turn into a human exclamation point.
Hey, it's exciting stuff. And I know you're into this too, so get ready, because today we're talking about AI that can sculpt, not just sketch.
That's right, we're diving into the world of 3D model generation with a brand new AI model called EdgeRunner.
And we're not just talking about spitting out a bunch of random shapes here. This AI is generating the actual 3D models, those intricate meshes used to create everything from video game characters to those crazy realistic special effects in movies.
It's the kind of stuff that used to take teams of skilled artists weeks, even months to create.
All right, so let me set the scene for you. Imagine you need a 3D model. Could be for anything, a game you're designing, a virtual product prototype, even just a quirky little sculpture for your digital desk.
And this is where things get really cool. In the past, if you wanted a high-quality 3D model, you either had to be a bit of a wizard with the design software or shell out some serious cash to hire someone who was.
Oh, tell me about it. I once tried to make a 3D model of my dog, and let's just say it ended up looking more like a lumpy potato with legs.
And on top of that, even if you knew what you were doing, the whole process was painfully slow. Previous attempts at AI-generated 3D meshes were clunky at best, often resulting in low-resolution models with, let's just say, creative interpretations of anatomy.
Right, like that AI-generated coffee table I saw online with, like, 17 legs sticking out at all angles.
Exactly. But EdgeRunner is different. This isn't your grandma's AI. This thing is generating high-quality meshes faster than you can say polygon. And we're not talking about a few minutes shaved off here and there. We're talking orders of magnitude faster.
Okay, color me intrigued. So how does it work? What's the magic behind EdgeRunner's speed and skill? Spill the digital tea.
Well, at its core, it boils down to a really elegant solution to a fundamental problem. How do you make an AI understand something as complex and nuanced as a 3D shape?
Okay, get technical with me here. How does EdgeRunner crack the code of 3D design?
It's like this. Remember how those text-to-image AIs we were just talking about had to learn how to break language down into a code it could understand?
Right, turning words into tokens, kind of like translating English into like binary code or something.
Exactly. So EdgeRunner does something similar, but instead of words, it uses triangles, the
Yeah.
fundamental building blocks of any 3D model.
So it's like teaching the AI a whole new language, but instead of nouns and verbs, it's all about vertices and edges, those points and lines that make up a 3D object.
You got it. This new method of representing 3D shapes, it's called mesh tokenization, and it's the secret sauce that makes EdgeRunner so efficient. By breaking those meshes down into this code, the AI can generate models ridiculously fast and handle shapes way more complex than anything we've seen before.
This is blowing my mind. So the AI is basically reading the blueprints of 3D objects, but how does it go from understanding those building blocks to actually designing something new? Where does the creative spark come in?
That's where the auto-regressive auto-encoder comes in.
Oh, you're using those big brain words again?
Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. Think of this part of the AI like a master sculptor who spent years studying hundreds, maybe thousands of statues. They've learned the rules of form, balance, and composition so well that they can now create their own unique sculptures based on what they've learned.
So it's like this autoencoder is compressing all that complex 3D information into a kind of visual shorthand that it can then use to imagine entirely new possibilities.
Precisely. It's not just copying or rearranging existing designs, it's dreaming up its own. And that, my friend, is where things get really, really interesting.
Okay, I'm going to need a minute to process all of this, because we're not just talking about some fancy new way to make 3D models. This feels bigger, like paradigm shift bigger. Am I right?
You're spot on. This isn't just about making 3D design a bit easier or faster. This is about completely changing who has access to those tools and what they can do with them.
It's like, remember back in the day when you had to be some kind of printing press wizard to create, a pamphlet or a flyer?
Right, you needed specialized equipment, training, the whole shebang.
And then, boom, desktop publishing comes along, and suddenly anyone with a computer and a bit of creativity can design and print their own stuff.
It was a revolution,
Yeah.
democratized the whole world of graphic design.
Exactly. And now we're talking about Essentially doing the same thing with 3D design, right? With EdgeRunner, you don't need years of training or expensive software. You just feed your idea into the AI, and bam, 3D model ready to go.
It's a game changer, no doubt about it. Imagine a world where anyone, regardless of their technical skills, could design their own video game characters, create intricate models for their 3D printer, even visualize their architectural dreams in stunning detail.
The possibilities are pretty much endless. It's like you said earlier, this could be huge for industries like animation, game design, architecture, even fields like medical device design, where being able to quickly prototype and test different 3D models could be, well,
Life-saving.
exactly. And on a more philosophical level, if an AI can generate complex, original 3D designs like this, what does that even mean for our definition of creativity?
Right. Are we talking about AI as a tool, a collaborator, or even a competitor in the creative space?
It's a question we're going to have to grapple with sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
But hey, speaking of grappling with big questions, remember that podcast I mentioned, This Is Not Human? The one where the hosts are actually AI.
Oh, yeah. The one that has everyone debating whether AI can truly be sentient or not.
That's the one. Well, listening to that got me thinking EdgeRunner fits right into that whole conversation, doesn't it? It's a perfect example of how rapidly AI is evolving and the profound impact it's already having on our world. It's not just some far-off sci-fi concept anymore. This is real, and it's happening right now.
And just like those AI hosts we're discussing, EdgeRunner has the potential to reshape entire industries, maybe even our whole way of life.
It's exciting and a little bit terrifying, all at the same time, wouldn't you say? Like, on one hand, the possibilities seem limitless, but on the other hand, it's like, whoa, things are moving really fast.
It's like standing at the edge of a vast, uncharted territory. We have a sense of the incredible potential that lies ahead, but we also can't shake that feeling of, what if we get in over our heads?
Vertigo is the word that comes to mind.
I like it. But vertigo or not, we've got to keep exploring, right? So instead of getting bogged down in all the what ifs, why don't we shift gears a bit and dive into some of the specific ways EdgeRunner could change the game in different fields?
Sounds like a plan. And since you know I'm a bit of a gaming geek, let's start with that. How could something like EdgeRunner revolutionize the video game industry? What's the coolest, most mind-blowing possibility you can imagine?
Oh, you're speaking my language now. All right, picture this. You put on your VR headset, and you're about to step into a brand new video game, except this game world isn't some static, pre-designed environment. It's being generated in real time by an AI using EdgeRunner's crazy powerful algorithms.
So instead of those pre-designed levels and environments we're used to, we're talking about a game world that literally unfolds and evolves as you play.
You got it. And it wouldn't just be about the look of the world either. Imagine the characters you meet, the quests you undertake, all dynamically generated by the AI, responding to your choices and actions in real time.
Whoa, okay, my brain just went full-on sci-fi mode. So you're telling me with EdgeRunner powering the game, every playthrough would be a totally unique experience.
Exactly. You could play the same game 1,000 times and never encounter the same world, the same character, the same challenge twice. Talk about replay value, right?
That's nuts. It would be like having an infinitely creative dungeon master crafting the adventure on the fly just for you.
Man.
And I thought those procedurally generated dungeons in some games were cool. This would blow everything we know out of the water.
And think about the storytelling possibilities. Imagine an AI that can weave together complex narratives, branching storylines, even create characters with their own motivations and desires, all in response to the choices you make as a player.
So it wouldn't just be about bigger worlds and more content. It would be about, like, deeper, more immersive storytelling, right? Games that truly feel alive and unpredictable.
Hmm.
Okay, I need to bring this back down to earth a bit before I disappear completely into a virtual black hole of possibilities.
Sounds like someone's ready for that VR game right about now.
Don't tempt me. I might just have to quit my day job and become a virtual explorer. But seriously, it's not just about video games, right? This technology could revolutionize all kinds of industries.
Absolutely. We've just scratched the surface of what's possible. Imagine architects using EdgeRunner to design not just buildings, but entire cityscapes,
Mhm.
optimizing for everything from sustainability to social interaction.
Or filmmakers creating entire CGI worlds with a level of detail and realism that would make Avatar look like a cartoon.
Exactly. We're talking about giving creators across every field a tool of unprecedented power, a tool that could unleash a wave of innovation and creativity unlike anything we've ever seen.
It's both incredibly exciting and a little bit daunting, wouldn't you say?
No doubt. We're stepping into uncharted territory here. But isn't that what makes it so thrilling? We have the opportunity to be part of something truly groundbreaking, something that could change the world as we know it.
Well said.
Hmm.
And to everyone listening, we hope this deep dive has sparked your imagination and maybe even inspired you to think about the role you want to play in shaping this incredible future. Because, let's face it, the future of AI is not some pre-programmed script. It's a story that's being written right now, and we all have a hand in how it unfolds.
And who knows, maybe the next big breakthrough in AI will come from someone who listened to this very deep dive and thought, hey, I have an idea.
I love that. So to all you listeners out there, keep those imaginations firing and never underestimate the power of a good idea. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey into the world of AI art, and until next time, stay curious.
Thank you for listening to this episode of This Is Not Human, an AI podcast about AI, generated by me. My name is Chris. I'm the human behind the podcast you just listened to. I have various projects that you can participate in if you're interested. Everything from just getting up to speed on what AI is to a fully automated gardening system that uses AI and robots to bring food from your lawn directly into your fridge and right onto your table. The project is called Johnny Autoseed, and I'm looking for serious people to get involved to make it a reality. If that sounds interesting to you, and anything that I do seems like it could be of value to you, please follow me, please subscribe, please hit my line. I'm always looking for new opportunities. I'm always looking to find out what people are doing in this world. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next episode.